Growing up for me was a mixture of joy and pain. I'm sure that's true for all families. In my case, there was a great deal of alienation among my parents. But in spite of it, as the youngest of 7 children, I experienced the love of my sisters and brothers, just always upholding me, always there for me, always unconditionally present, available for me. It became apparent to me that what I wanted to do was have a child. I found myself collecting several pieces of art that reflected a Madonna and child motif. I had sculptures and paintings and carvings and dolls that were Madonna and child. I made application through DCFS to do foster and adopt. And I took the classes, I got certified, and I waited like everybody else. On the 13th of June, I got a call from my agency, and they told me that they had a baby girl. They said they were coming at 11, but they came around 4, so I was pacing just like every other expectant mom. The excitement was just unbelievable. And it had been 9 months from the day I made application to the time they brought her to my house. So that was just really wonderful. And when they brought her to my screen door, she was so beautiful. And she looked an awful lot like my mother. So I figured, okay, this is the one. I always thought that I would graduate from college, find a husband, get a house, and have a baby. Well, I've got the house, I've got the baby, and maybe the husband will come next. But if not, joy awaits me all the time. I feel that very strongly, very deeply, that, that one has to be happy with the life that you're given. Bringing a child into your life, whether you do it by adoption or whether you do it through procreation, is such an important thing. But it's so important to have a good, strong support system. And I tried to make sure, and I think that I did a good job of choosing good godparents. And I asked my pastor if I did this, could I count on his support? And he said yes. And I asked other parishioners if they would be supportive, and they said yes. And they have been. So that in the case of an adopted child especially, she knows that family is made up of all kinds of people, and that it's not just who you're biologically connected to, but who you're connected to through the heart and through the love that you share with one another.